Hey YouTube, Kyle here, Collecting America's Pastime. I'm back. Hope you guys are having a great day. I took a little bit of a hiatus, unannounced, and reason being, I got burnt out. I needed a break last fall in particular, but last year overall, I bought a lot of cards and realized it was just time to take a step away, and the best way to do that is to completely separate myself from the hobby. You know, it allows me to get some R&R and focus on some other things. And so for the past month and a half, 2 months, I haven't gone on Net54, I haven't gone on eBay, I haven't really gone on your guys' channels either. So I apologize for that. And I've kept an eye on some of the titles, but of what you guys are doing, and a lot of it's really killer. So I can't wait to go back through and get caught up. But I apologize for the lack of content from my channel. With being burnt out, I didn't want to produce content just to produce content, and I wasn't very passionate about it for a little bit. Reason being, you know, not the reason being. I already told you the reason being. I got burnt out, but the reason being why I didn't produce content while being burnt out. A lot of you guys comment on my videos and say something you like is the passion that I have for not only the hobby, what I collect, stuff like that, but the history behind everything. And just wasn't very passionate for about a month and a half. And, you know, that it's not very fun to watch a video that someone isn't very passionate about something, especially if that's something you like about their videos. So, took a break, felt good, but I'm back. Thank you eBay Bucks for bringing me back. Last week, I remembered I had a lot of eBay Bucks. Again, I bought a lot of stuff last fall, and it all hit this January. So I've been scrambling for the past week to find targets to buy, and I actually have a mail day here of the first thing I bought with the eBay Bucks. Actually, I bought this with a gift card my mom got me for Christmas. So thank you, Mom, for the gift card. For those of you, I got a lot of new subscribers while I was on my hiatus. For those of you who are new subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing. This video and a lot of my next couple videos with my mail days are going to be about my Hall of Fame project, or pertaining to my Hall of Fame project. It's one, sorry for the background noise, my good old Lieutenant Dan, Mr. Three-Legged Dog over here, doesn't like when people get close to his nub. So, and the puppy got pretty close to it there, just laying down. So, he's not very happy. Anyways, the Hall of Fame project I'm working on is one card for every Hall of Famer, playing days card if possible. And it's broken down. I explained it in a previous video, one of the first ones I did. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. But this mail day here pertains to it. It is a 1948 photo pack of the Cleveland Indians. The reason why I wanted this, I don't really collect too many photos. I might get into a little bit more because these are really cool. I know postcards I'm kind of getting into. I haven't really bought much. I've shown you some of the postcards envelopes I bought from the Hall of Fame Centennial, Baseball Centennial. But there's some like League Park, former Indians Stadium postcards I want that are pretty cool. I kind of want to do a progression of League Park to Municipal Stadium to Jacobs Field. It's Jacobs Field, not Progressive Field. But 1948, the photo pack includes a Bill Veeck, which is his rookie card, or considered his rookie card. So that's why I got it. He was the owner at the time. But along with Bill Veeck, so this is a 30 subject set. I got 25 of the 30. 6 of them are Hall of Famers. That is a lot of Hall of Famers on one team. 48 was the last year the Indians won the World Series. Unfortunately, 2016 did not go our way. But 48, great year for the Indians. Actually, the late 40s through the early 50s Indians teams were very underrated. They had a lot of Hall of Famers on those teams, anchored by Bob Feller. But I actually don't have the Bob Feller from this. That's the only Hall of Famer I'm missing. I'll complete that one in the 4 other commons at some point. But I got this the other day for 35 bucks. Very excited about the price. The condition isn't the greatest, but the subjects are it's star-studded. So I'm pretty hyped about it. I'll go through. I'm going to show you the 6 Hall of Famers and then 2 commons. The 2 commons are just have a pretty cool background story to them. But yeah, without further ado, this is them. So first up is Eddie Robinson. Eddie Robinson, I believe, is still living, and he's the only living member of this team. He was showcased a lot during the 2016 World Series, which it was pretty cool for him to be there. So that is Eddie Robinson, and as you can see, these are black and white, almost sepia-looking photos. Very, very, very cool photos. A lot of detail. Black and white photos in general are very underrated for their detail back then. You know, the contrast, the focus in and out, it's pretty cool. So I love these things. Next up we have Jim Hegan. Jim Hegan was a longtime Indians catcher. I believe he was a catcher. I mean, he was pretty good. I like this card more for his son. His son was Mike Hegan, James Mike Hegan. Mike Hegan he's from Cleveland, born and raised. Obviously his dad played here. He went to St. Ignatius High School, which is where my cousin went. And Mike Hegan was a longtime Indians announcer, commentator. He did play-by-play with Tom Hamilton, I'm pretty sure, for a while. I think he was on radio. I don't recall him being on TV. Regardless, phenomenal. Very beloved by Indians fans. Really good announcer, commentator. And he passed away in 2013 pretty suddenly due to heart failure at the age of 71. But this is his dad, Jim Hegan. So, very cool. And as you can see, these uniforms, the old Chief Wahoo patch, it's not around anymore, which is unfortunate. But Chief Wahoo, and then you can kind of see when I'm talking about with the contrast. There's a little bit of you know, focus in and out there, and just a lot of detail in the jersey. You know, the shading there. So yeah, love these photos. So those are the 2 comments I wanted to share. Now for the Hall of Famers. Like I said, there are 6 of these that I have. I need to get the Bob Feller. I'll get that at some point. But like I said, also the condition isn't the greatest, but these are pretty rare, and I love them. So first up, we have Bill McKechnie, Hall of Fame manager, I believe, of the Brooklyn Dodgers, but I could be wrong there. He's a Hall of Famer. He's inducted with somebody. That's all that matters. This is Bill McKechnie. He was on the staff, which is pretty amazing that he was like an assistant coach. He was a Hall of Fame manager. So, Bill McKechnie, love the glasses. A lot of detail there. So, that's first up. Let's see. Let me do this guy second. Up next, we have Joe Gordon. This one's really beaten up, but that's okay. Joe Gordon was a second baseman, I believe, inducted with the Yankees. He had a short stint with the Indians, and pretty good second baseman, you know, Hall of Famer. So it's Joe Gordon. He's actually quite an underwhelming subject. That's why I don't have much to say about him. But next up, we have Lou Boudreau. He was the player manager, and I want to say he was the MVP in '48. Regardless, phenomenal shortstop, I think. Very underrated. Again, player manager, and won the World Series. I think it might have been his first year as manager too. So very cool, and I like that he actually put an inscription there. Best wishes, Lou Boudreau. None of the other ones have an inscription. So, and these are like, what are they called? Fast smile, face smile autographs. So they're not real, but they were real at one point. Counts for something, right? So Lou Boudreau right there. Next up, we have Bob Lemon, one of the anchors of the Indians staff. The Indians pitching staff in the late 40s, early 50s had 3 to 4 Hall of Famers at a time. Bob Feller was the ace. Bob Lemon, Satchel Paige, and I think Hal Newhouser was also a pitcher, and his rookie card was actually with the Indians, I think 54, 55. So yeah, Bob Lemon, great pitcher, and probably I don't know if I want to say underrated, but it takes a backseat to Feller, obviously. So Really great picture there. Next up, we have Satchel Paige. So Satchel Paige, his rookie card is 1948 Leaf, I believe. So this is 1948, and I consider this a rookie photo, I think. Spent most of his career in the Negro Leagues, but had a phenomenal Major League career once he was able to get in. One of the best pitchers of all time, if not the best pitcher, depending on who you talk to. Very cocky. Snoop has shared some stories with me about him on the mound, and really funny. So just a really great pitcher overall. That's actually one of the prizes in this set. His is one of the most expensive in this set. So, and then lastly, this is what I was after. This is the Bill Veeck. Again, it is rough condition. I think chunk down here just fell off even more. It's okay. But Bill Veeck, the owner, the father of probably sports marketing in general. I don't know if he did 10-cent beer night. So let me preface this by saying Cleveland has a rich history in marketing gone wrong. So we have the 10-cent beer night, and I think it was 10 cents, which ended in the game being canceled prior to the completion of the game due to fans hopping on the field, punching players, players punching back. Hilarious story, look it up. And then also the 2001 playoffs called Fiasco Bottlegate. Look that up if you don't know about it. But the Cleveland Browns are the reason why there's plastic bottles now sold at stadiums. So anyways, Bill Veeck, I don't know if he was the 10-cent beer night guy, but I do believe he was owner of the White Sox at the time of their demolition disco or disco demolition night. Look that up as well. I want to say he might have been the owner of the St. Louis Browns when they brought in, might have been the White Sox. I think it was Browns when they brought in Eddie Gadel, the really short player, for an appearance for a gimmick. So known for his marketing gimmicks, and this is his rookie card, quote unquote. And yeah, really great card. Really glad to, or really great photo, I guess you want to say. Really glad to have it, and it knocks off another subject for me. So that's what I wanted to share. I am going to do some response videos to some of your stuff. I noticed there was one that was 2018 recap and a 2019, kind of goals list. So I'll do that. I'll get caught up in your guys' videos again. Sorry for not being around and not doing content, not keeping up with your guys' channels, but I'll get caught back up, and I'll have some more mail days to share, and some more class videos as well. That's another reason, actually, these next couple classes I'm kind of thin on. I think just got one of the cards for the class. So anyways, I'll have some of those cards to share for the classes, and we'll keep going with those. But thank you very much for watching. Sorry for the length of this video, but it's good to be back. So keep collecting, and have a good night.